Larry Rocio is a local boxer who has quite the following on social media. He is not wanted in connection to that cold case. In fact, it's unclear if prosecutors ever pursued charges against him. He is wanted on is a federal probation violation. Year-old Larry Rocio, a convicted felon who turned popular on social media, is now wanted by the United States Marshals Service. Rocio's case dating back to 2015. Federal court documents show he was arrested in Baltimore, Maryland, months after.
Man, what's up, man? It's your boy, the Cuban Assassin. And today, bro, I'm about to tell y'all about my first knockout in the county jail. I even got my write-up about it. You hear me? Look, this is what they give you when you go to the hole, and it says what you went to the hole for. Look, that's my inmate number right there. You feel me? Sanctions and all that. You feel me? Man, I hit bro with a mean hook. You hear me? It was the wow. Caught him. You hear me? Put him to sleep. I'll tell you a story about how it happened. But look, they sent me to the hole for 30 days, bro. 30 days. I came back to the block, and it was a dude, brother, and an enemy. They was from the same neighborhood. They was on the block, bro. They was on the block, and then when I was gone, they was talking smack about what they gonna do to me if I came back to that unit. Crazy stories, man. It's a crazy story, bro. And I did content on being locked up with a guy that I shot and his brother already. This is another guy from that same night that I shot. It was a crazy little situation. I shot 5 guys that night. That shit happening. That goddamn is good. I ain't gonna lie, they came back and shot me though. They came back and shot me. Same guy. Same guy that I hit 6 times. Boom, 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 boom. Hit him 6, he come back, hit me 5 times. Oh, he got me. Then that's when I ended up getting locked up and I saw his brother. But I'm about to tell y'all the story, bro. You know what I'm saying? My day ones, go ahead, hit the like button, man. And my cop assassins, man, drop them emojis, Slim. I'm about to turn up. Let's turn up the channel. I'm on this joint. Get y'all 2 today. So look. Alright, so look. I'm in Upper Marlboro jail. I did content on this. I robbed a dude for 2 pounds of loud. And he told the police that I robbed him for $50. You feel me? I did content on this. This is content. You feel me? Look, they had all type of statements on me. Look, statements and all that. Yeah, yes, circle, yes, who's that? You know what I mean? Questions, you know what I mean? You know I come with receipts, so it is. I'm locked up for this crime. You feel me? Locked up for this crime. Boom. So they gave me $125,000 bond. So I was sitting in the beginning. I ain't even gonna lie, $125,000. That was the biggest bond I ever had. When Tom Bro would have couldn't come get me off the rip for that. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. I'm in the county jail. So they send me you go in county jail. You go. So you go in the process and boom, you sit in the little chairs. You get your bond or whatever. And then my bond was on 25. So I'm like, dang, I gotta go to the block. This is my first time going to the block though, because usually I bond out 50,000, 70,000. You know, I'm gone. Most I probably had was like a 60,000 joint. Feel me? I did something crazy. You know what I mean? I'm gone though. Boom. So this joint said 125. I called mama. Yeah, mama said, she like, dang, you gonna have to wait a couple days. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh shit. It's like I gotta go to the unit. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm like, let me see what jail like. So I had Slim, I went over to Unit 12. Unit 12 is the intake block. Went over Unit 12. Mind you, I got my foams on, bro. I got on the silver and orange foams. You hear me? Used to be looking sweet. These shoes get you robbed in the county jail. Straight up. These shoes, they don't even have no more shoes in our county jail no more because dudes was getting robbed for their shoes. You understand? I'm talking about choked out, knives, going in there, taking them, and they robbing like a mug in my county jail. So here it is. I got on my phones, so I already know I'm probably gonna have to knock somebody out. But then again, this me around here. You know what I mean? People know me. I'm very violent. So yeah, niggas can try if they want. So here you go. I go to Unit 12. I go to Unit 12. Boom. Put me on Unit 12, and then they send me over Unit 9. So when I hit Unit 9, I end up seeing a guy that I used to box with. You know what I mean? I'm well known in the area. Mind you, I'm a boxer. I've been boxing from age 9 all the way to 16. My mother put me out 16, 15 years old. That's when I got into the streets. That's when I got to doing all this crazy stuff. So it was a dude in that joint, DB. they called him DB. His first name Daryl. I forgot it. I don't think his last name Brown, but his name, everybody called him the DB. So when I got on the block, like, man, what's up, man? Like, what's up, woo bop? So him, whatever. So I end up going in the cell with him. I'm in the cell with DB. So mind you, I'm there for a robbery. My co-defendant on the block and all that. They end up letting my co-defendant go home on home detention. So here it is. I'm on the block for the first time. So here, after like a week being in that joint, an African dude came in the joint. Big young African. And I forgot how we end up linking up, but we end up being cool. I got to holler at him, what's up, man, boo bop? So it used to be me, him, and Daryl. But Daryl used to like to stay up at nighttime. Like, it's different ways guys do their bid. Daryl was a night owl. He gonna be up all night. He gonna sleep during the day. You know what I'm saying? He like on hold time. That's what you do in the hold for real. So here it is, man. I get to messing with the African dude. We get cool or whatever. So we used to cook. We used to cook the food, noodles and all that. You know what I mean? He used to cook. Daryl used to cook. We used to eat. So it came down to it one day, right? I ain't had no cheese. Me and Daryl was about to eat. So I'm like, I go to him. I'm like, man, bro, you got a cup of cheese, bro? He like, yeah, I need it back during store. I'm like, all right, bet. Give him the joint, boom. So I give it to Daryl. Daryl cook the food or whatever. So the African dude, mind you, bro, he is in here for a robbery. So he bring us his case and all that. It's all this paperwork, like my joint, you feel me? And all your charges and all that. Like my case, I was facing 20, 40 plus 15. That's 55. And then another little 3. So that's 58 years. You know what I'm saying? But these be the max though. But when you see numbers like this, 20, you know what I'm saying, 15, 23, that's a lot of time. I'm like, damn, I didn't go to jail that long. I'm like, dang. So he had his charges. That's 4 charges right there, right? Yeah, that's 4 charges. He had 25 charges. He was at a party. Got into it with the people that had the party. They did something to him. I forgot. He left and went and got a BB gun. Came back and robbed the whole party. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was 5 people left in the party. And I think they was like 2 of them was Caucasians, you feel me? So he come in the party, rob everybody with the BB gun, boo boo bop. They knew who he was. They go lock him up. He get 25 charges. He got 25 charges because it's 5 different people. They gave him reckless endangerment, all that. He said, man, it was a BB gun. I'm like, man, you crazy, robbing people BB guns. You know what I'm saying? So he's mentally going through it. He's mentally going through it in the joint. So I took a liking to it. What's up, man? Are you hungry? You know what I mean? Trying to get him through his little time. But he was really mentally messed up from, because my joint said, you see, I got 4 charges. My joint, you know what I'm saying, 50-some years. His joint was like 250. His time. That boy Ty was up there, so he was like, man, I can't go to jail for this long. Because come to find out, we did the law paperwork, you know what I'm saying? We're like, well, it's a BB gun. It's not really armed. It's not armed robbery. Come to find out, we did the, went to the law library. And yeah, if you use a BB gun in a commission of a crime and they think it's a real gun, they charge you as it's a real gun. BB gun don't even matter. Better do your homework. So he going through it now. He going through it. Man, and one night it just so happened, everybody get locked in for count time. After count time, he coming out with the police. I'm like, oh, he checking in. I'm like, what the hell he checking in? Thought he was checking in to protected custody. You know what I'm saying? Because when count time comes, some people do roll out, you know what I mean? People would tell you, nigga, you better roll out, man. At the count time, roll out. So we see him with his bed sheet and all, they rolled out. So I'm cool with the police. I go down, I'm like, what's them checking in? Like, nah, he got put on suicide watch. Said, dang, he must have, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna take myself out. I can't do all this time. So, and he ended up going to not protective custody, but suicide watch. So I'm thinking he gone. Dang, you feel me? So boom. So, you know what I mean? He stayed there for like 3 days. Missed store day and all that. So he ended up coming back to the block days later, like a little while later or whatever. So when he come back or whatever, he come in the joint. Me and Daryl in the cell, we like, oh man, bro, what's up, bro? He like, oh, what's up, yo, what's up, yo? I was going through it, man. And I'm like, yeah, you went on suicide watch, yeah, you know, butt naked room. He's like, man, it was crazy over there. So we in the cell or whatever, and I don't know what happened. I forgot what transpired though. But he started throwing me off in the cell. I forgot what had happened, bro. I'm never gonna get on here and lie to y'all, but something happened, and I was like, I don't know. I got don't play with me. Like, I don't know what he did or whatever the case may be. I was telling him, man, get up out of the cell, bro. Roll out. Get up out of that cell. Roll. You feel me? Maybe told him roll out. Like, I forgot. I don't know if he was moving in front. I don't know what he did. I forgot. I told him to get up out that cell. I won't forget that, though. And told him to roll out. You feel me? Told him to roll. He left out the cell. So I'm talking to Daryl. I'm like, yeah, something lunching or whatever. So he come back to the cell and pick his head and he like, hey, let me get my cup of cheese. I'm like, what? He like, bro, let me get my cup of cheese, bro. So now when I put him out the cell, he feeling a certain type of way. He talking about, I gotta give him his cup of cheese. I'm like, bro, get out my cell, bro. I'll holler at you. So boom, he leave out the joint. So I see him standing out there. I'm talking to Daryl. I'm like, man, this nigga lunching, bro. I said, man, I know one thing. He get to talking too much. I'm gonna crank off on him. I swear to God. So he come back and come in the cell. He come inside the cell. So I'm like, bro, what's up? So he like, you got my cup of cheese? I'm like, bro, you really lunching, bro? What's up? So now when I say what's up, when somebody say what's up to you, it's like, what's up? You feel me? Like, yeah, what's up? Like, what you trying to do? What's up? So he like, oh, you want lock in? He like, you want lock in? When you lock in, it's like inside the cell, y'all fight. So I'm like, look at him. I'm like, son, you know, it's Cap. It's Cap on one shoulder and it's Larry. Cap is very evil. Cap tell him, hit him, knock him out, get him. Y'all just get him. Larry's like, nah, chill, bro. He going through it. He, bro, chill. He going through it. He got a lot of time on his hands. Let him live. Something like, bro, I just walk away. I said, bro, you got it, bro. I said, you got it, bro. I just walked out the cell. I said, let me go. Let me get up out of here. So I go over there by the kitchen. We got a kitchen little set right there, right where everybody be doing their little stuff at. Right, I walked over there. So when I walk up to one of the Muslim brothers, right? Because I was born Muslim, right? So I walk up to one of the Muslim brothers. He like, what's up with the African dude? He still lunching? I said, oh, he really lunching now. I said, he lunching, bro. I said, man, we just got into it in the cell and all that. He up that joint lunching. I'm like, for real, he playing, bro. He playing. I felt I'm about to put hands on him. So he said, my Muslim brother, he said, there you go, right there, bro. I turned around, bro. He right here in front of me. Now we on the block. In front of the whole tiers. Men out here, we got bunks out here. And the whole day room is out. Everybody out. Every top tier and bottom tier. So I'm just looking at him now. I'm like, oh, he lunching. So I listened to Larry the first time. He talking about something. You better go give me my cup of cheese or give me something for it. So I'm like, he take one step. I'm a cranker. He was like, bro, you heard what I said? So I ain't saying nothing. I ain't doing no talking out this joint. Man, he took one step, bro. I cranked. Wow. Talking about flesh joint. Goosh. Hit him. When I hit him, bro, no bull. I got a screenshot saying, man, that was the best punch ever. This is the best knockout ever in my county jail. Kill Koosh. Hit him. When I hit him, I looked at him. Boom. Backed up. I look at him. He said, his eyes closed, bro. Mind you, he's still standing up. He is still standing up with his eyes closed. Oh. I walked off, bro. I probably got I'm about to go to my cell. I probably got 15 feet. I heard him hit the ground. Boosh! I go up the steps. I walk up the steps. I look over. He laying on the ground. So I go in my cell. I'm like, bro, I just knocked him out, bro. They're like, who? He like the African? I'm like, yeah, bro, I just knocked him out. I'm like, oh, sh. I didn't even know I would hit that hard. You hear me? I ain't even bro, I surprised myself. So I'm like, dang. So Daryl went out the cell. So I'm like, dang. I said, dang, this out on the T. My head, I'm thinking the police saw it. You know what I'm saying? So Daryl went out the cell. He come back and he like, bro, he out there shaking, bro. I think you took him out. I'm like, what? So he like, yeah, bro, he out there shaking. They called the medical call. So I'm like, what? So I'm like, oh, man. So then I telling everybody, lock in your cell, lock in. So I'm like, oh. So now, mind you, this is my first time being locked up. So I done seen them come and get dudes out the cell in the middle of the night. They call the goon squad. You feel me? So they come with the shield and all that. Bush, get on the ground. And I done seen them beat dudes up in the middle of the night and all that. So I'm in my head, I'm like, oh, nah, bro. I ain't about to let them hit the cell, bro. You know what I'm saying? Daryl had a knife and all that. I'm like, bro, I ain't about to let them hit the cell, bro. He's like, you wanna go turn yourself in? I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm gonna just go lay down. On the ground, bro. I said, I ain't gonna let him come up in that joint. I said, I ain't doing that. Mind you, too, this is my first time. Years later, I took the team. I started taking. I let him hit the cell. Told him, yeah, I ain't cuffing up. You gotta go see that content. I did that too. I swear to God. Yeah, and the police and one of the COs hit me up. Who was on the block? He hit me up. So look, so I say, man, I dipped there. I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm about to go to the hole, bro. So I go down the steps. When I'm walking down the steps, when you walk down the steps, it's bunks and everybody right there. So they like, go back upstairs. They like, go back upstairs. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm about to turn myself in. They like, nah, go back. So I'm not listening to y'all. So now the medical team, they coming in with the stretcher and all that, slim on the ground. They like shaking. I'm like, dang. I'm like, whoo. I'm like, I surprised myself. So I go down to Giant Blues. Mind you, I'm working out and all that. Come from boxing. So I go down there and lay down. So they putting him on the stretcher. One come put his knee on my back and handcuff me. He said, I thought this was a medical call. So I'm like, what the hell? He like, the police 3 COs in there, they don't know what happened. Whole time I done told on myself. They ain't even know I knocked them out, bro. Handcuff me, take me out first, take me to medical. So, cause when you fight, you gotta go to medical. So I go to medical, they put me on the wall, boosh. So they like, what happened? They like, I don't know. So then they pushing them in with the doctor, the nurse and all that. So he on the stretcher. So then the nurse telling him like, yeah, it's okay, you was fighting. So he like, I was fighting. He like, I wasn't fighting. So they coming in a little ways. So she's like, yeah, you was fighting him. You was fighting. So he like, I wasn't fighting nobody. He ain't remember nothing. He don't remember nothing. That's what I said. Dang. So when you hit somebody real good, bro, they be y'all like be having concussions. When you really knock somebody out, they ain't gonna remember nothing, bro. They gonna wake up and be like, what happened? You hit me? Like, for real. I cranked on. Whip. Hit him good. So the police was laughing. The goon squad, you know, they big. You know what I mean? Black, you know what I mean? Strong. Muscles on top of muscles. So, they said, turn around. Looked at my face. They was like, dang, he ain't hit you. I said, man, ain't nobody hit me, bro. So they bust out laughing. They said, oh, man, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. They said, this is crazy. One hit a quitter, bro. So I go to they take me to the hole, go to the butt naked room. Butt naked, and I gotta take off all my clothes and all that, put me in the cell, boom. So I go in the cell, right? So he stayed with medical for like 2 days. The lieutenant, the white shirt, bro, was on the block when I knocked him out, bro. He came over there, right? Called me on my cell. So he like, listen, man. He said, I'm gonna tell you this. He said, man, this is one of the best punches I ever saw in my life. He said, I was doing around. He said, he was on the block doing around. And when they called the code or whatever, heard him hit the ground, they looked down and I'm nowhere around. He said that he went and reviewed the camera. My hand to God, I'm not going to jazz nothing up or size nothing up. He said if it wasn't for slow motion, he wouldn't even know I hit the dude. He said that's one of the best punches he ever saw in his life. He said, yeah, but here go my ticket and all that. Gave my Lord's ticket, all that. So now you got to go to disciplinary hearing or whatever, right? So I went to the disciplinary hearing. I told him like, yeah. I said, yeah, man. I said I ended up telling him what happened. I knocked him out. I said he stepped to me. I knocked him out. You feel me? I'm young. I don't know what to do at the time. You know what I mean? They would have used the video footage to get me. So I just said I knocked him out. You feel me? I told on myself. I knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? He stepped to me. I felt threatened. I knocked him out. That's what happened. 30 days. I said 30 days? This is my first, you know what I mean? I just thought last night, this is my first charge. Yeah, you did 30 days. You hit that man pretty hard. You had a concussion. 30 days in the hole, bro. 30 days. Man, it was crazy. My first time locked up, man. I did a lot of praying down that joint. God, please, pray to God. It was working out like a month. I used to love this workout, incline. And that's what I learned out Cali. Put your feet up on the incline. Put your feet up on something. Do 30 down, 30. Then stop. Do 29. Stop. Then do 28. Stop. Go all the way down to 1. Once you get to 1, get on the ground. Do 1. Then do 2. Go up to 20. You feel me? 25 down, 20 up. That was my workout in the hole. So now I'm all cut up. I done got smaller though, but I'm cut up, strong, then I'm model. You hit strong, slim. So I go back to the same block. Boosh. Get in the giant dude. So now I was upstairs with Duro. Duro got setting now, so they put me on the bunks. I'm on the bunks looking sweet. I ain't want to be in the cell though. I just was in the cell for 30 days, so I'm on the bunks. I'm cool as everybody. She was like, yeah, what's up, bro? They was like, what's up, bro? You told on yourself, bro. Police ain't know what happened to nothing. I'm like, I ain't even know, bro. I said, I didn't even know it's cool. Everything happened for a reason. So, mind you, I'm back on the block, right? So it's a DC dude on the block. He the leader for the Muslims. You know what I'm saying? So he young too, the youngest out of all of us. He 19 years old. His name Block. He from Simple City. Legendary dude. Man, this dude ain't nothing to play with. Square little glasses. You hear me? I'm talking about glasses on. You would think he was a square. Man, cold-blooded hitter. Be stepping. Block from Simple City. Dudes know Block. His name ring bells, bro. You feel me? So Block, it got he the leader for the Muslims or whatever, right? So he come to me. He said, see, when you go to the hole, they take your shoes away. They take your shoes and put it in your property. You can't go to the hole with your shoes on. So they give you your slippers in the hole. You're just slippers. So he gave me a pair of Barclays. He was like, huh, man, put them on. He was like, you got a situation on the unit. I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm like, situation? I'm like, Barclays fresh, though. Put the Barclays on. I'm like, yeah. So he like, look. I said, you got a situation on the unit. He said, dude, brother over here that you hit. He said, dude, brother over here that you hit. He said, yeah, they was talking about you while you was gone. He said, they just like want some smoke, son. That you hit his brother and they try and see you over there. So in my head, I'm like, hit? Think about the African that I just knocked out. I'm slow as a mother. I'm very slow, y'all. I'm slow as a mother. Like, I damn run this. I ain't ride the short bus, but I'm slow. So he like, yeah, brother that you hit. He said he over here on the block. So I'm like, brother out here. I said, what, the African dude? I said, what you talking about? Where you from? So he's like, he told me where they was from Orlando, from my city. So I said, hit? He said, yeah. He said, Block looked at me, he said, yeah, you hit him. So I'm like, oh. So I said, they from, he's like, yeah. I said, bro, when you said hit, I think you talking about punch like the African dude. He said, man, Block looked at me, he said, you ain't too bright, is you? I was like, I'll beat your ass. I was like, you hear me? I'm thinking about it. You about to get knocked out too. You whole time. Block a workhorse. And he had a dog in that joint like this big. You hear me? So here it is. He like, Block like, look, this is what we gonna do. And he said, one of them is Muslim. He said, so we gonna address this when the doors pop. One of them Muslim. You feel me? And the other one, he not Muslim. You feel me? But that's the one that's not Muslim. That's, you shot his brother. So I'm like, all right, bet. I said, bro, I'm gonna lock in with both of them one at a time. Soon as the doors crack. I said, as soon as the doors crack, I'll lock in with both of them at a time. He like, all right, bet. That's what we gonna do. So I'm like, what cell they in? So whole time, the bunk right here, they cell like right up there, up top. You feel me? So I'm looking up there. I can't see the faces. I'm trying to see the faces or whatever. So I'm like, so they see me and Block talking and all that. So I'm like, oh, I got some work in this joint. Like, first, I didn't know who they was talking about, though. So, I'm like, let's see what's up with these niggas or whatever. So, it isn't one of the block with somebody, brother that I shot. So, I knew where they was from, though. You know what I'm saying? So, the doors get popped, boosh. Everybody come out, douche. So, they come out, and they go at the top of the steps and post up over there. So, Block and Squirt from Palm Park. Squirt my people. Squirt little Squirt, short Squirt. That's my people's right there. You hear me? And Squirt my people's right there. You hear me? So we go to block called Pierre down there. That's his name, Pierre. He from Glenard. Pierre got killed 2 hours in jail, man. Rest in peace to Pierre. You know what I'm saying? May peace be upon him. He was Muslim. You know what I'm saying? So Pierre come down that joint. That's the Muslim dude. So he come down that joint. I'm standing beside Block. So he like, Block say, look, man, tell your man he locking in with you and him. He said, y'all gonna go in the cell, y'all gonna rumble. Go ahead, let your man know. So Pierre was like, all right, ran back up the steps. So I'm watching. So I'm looking up there. So I see Slim brother, right? Slim brother that I shot. I see his brother. He like shaking his head, all animated, all this and that, hand moving. I'm like, man, I'm gonna knock him out. He probably talking big trash. So I'm like, I'm gonna dog him. You feel me? So I'm looking up there. Pierre come back downstairs. He was like, hey, bro, he said, that's dead. He said that's dead. He ain't trying to lock in. He said that you shot his brother shot you back. I said, his brother the one who shot me, right? As an official, I already knew I knew he shot me, right? You know what I'm saying? I shot him 6 times. He came back and shot me 5 times. It's a crazy war. It's getting the instead of like Call of Duty Orlando, but we just Call of Duty Orlando when the DMV don't play. from DC to Landover to Maryland, bro. We turned up on Baltimore everywhere, boy. We like cowboys on this bitch. So look, I hit him 6 times. I hit him 6 times with a chopper, boom, 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 boom. He had a pink polo that night. I'll never forget. And I hit his man too. Boom, boom, boom. And his man fall play dead over. So look. So Pierre say, he said, yeah, man. He said that's dead. He said he ain't trying to lock in. He said, man, Cap shot his brother shot him back, man. I should dead. He ain't got nothing to do with that. So I'm like, well, yeah, Slim the one who hit me, right? Just confirmed this from somebody from their hood. I already know he hit me. So he like, yeah. So I said, so what's up with you? He's like, I ain't on nothing. So I was like, oh, all right. I was like, all right, that's a bet. I was like, bro, I'm telling y'all now, keep my name out y'all mouth. Don't talk about me, bro. Don't talk about the situation. Don't talk about nothing, bro. If y'all do, I'm trying to see y'all straight up. So he's like, no, all right. And went up there, told him. So boom. We on the block, we spending the block, so you know what I mean. Now you just chilling around the joints. I'm 30 days out the hole. This is my first day back. I'm about to get it in. I used to terrorize jail. He said, talking about, nigga, I just did 30 days in the hole for a knockout. You know what I mean? I said, they gonna give me 60. I get caught again. It's all right. So, I started spinning the bend with a little Muslim brother, little short Muslim brother. I think he on my IG too. I just hollered at him. He did 8 years. He ended up doing 8 years. So when I'm spinning, like, bro, what's up with the dude up top? He said, y'all got some problems or something? I said, why, what's up? Because I ain't even paying attention no more. He said, he definitely looking down with me. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I look. Now I'm mugging. I'm like, what's up? So he look away. So this nigga's throwing me off. So, boom. So we go in for trays. So when we going for trays, they actually do upstairs, downstairs. So the downstairs is out, the upstairs get locked in. So and a CO ended up putting me in a cell, an African CO. He was mad that I knocked out the African dude. He came in there at the kill time, bro. He said, Ricio, go to cell 1, 2, 3, 4. Cell 104. Put me in the cell 104, bro. I'm like, I don't want to go in the cell. He said, you're going to the cell or you going home? You're going to the hole. I saw him, man. Everybody was like, go to the cell, bro. Go to the cell. You know, I buck real fast. You feel me? I buck on him. So everybody like, I go to the cell, bro. So you gonna go back to the hole? I'm like, oh, you mad? I knocked out the African. I was like, oh, you mad, because we got a bunch of Africans that work in our jail. So I go to the cell 104. I go in there with Big Slugger. Big Slugger from he used to be Wild Boys. I think, yeah, Big Slugger from what is it called, 31? 31? Something like that, is it? You gotta let me know in the comments. It's something called 31, right? Big Slugger. Big black slugger. He like 6'7", long dreads. Slugger on my IG too. So I go in there with Big Slugger. I'm in there cooling with Big Slugger, whatever. So when they lock us in though for the trays, so Slim walk up to my slot. Slim brother that I hit. He like, hey Cap. So I'm like, what's up? So I see it Slim. Now my blood going. So I'm like, what's up? So I was like, man, I'm trying to holler at you when we come back out. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, oh yeah, he trying to fight now. I'm like, all right. He probably got a knife or something. I said, man, I'm a dog, this nigga. So when I come out for trays, I tell Squirt. So I'm like, Squirt. I said, yeah, Slim said he trying to holler at me when we come out. I said, he probably got a dog or something now. I said, just keep your eyes. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna crush this nigga. I said, man, we probably get it in when the doors pop or whatever. So boom. So they go upstairs, we get our trays or whatever, boom. So we out, boosh. So look, when it's their time to come out, it's about 6 o'clock now. They been in the cell all day. So he walked straight up to me, bro. I'm posted up. He walked straight up to me. I take my hands down just in case I got to steal him. So he put his hands out. He like, what's up, bro? He's like, how you? So I grab his hand. I'm like, what's up with you? He like, bro. I dive him up. Boom. He like, bro, I just want to tell you, bro, what, he said, that Glenard and the Ardmore beef, he said, man, I don't even be in that. He's like, bro, I don't be in that, bro. He's like, I be with the old heads. You know what I'm saying? And the beef is out with the younger dudes, because our old heads mess with their old heads. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? But the youngest, we used to be wilding. Well, it really is Glenard. We cool now and all that. Like I said, I'd have been locked up with the other dude that I shot too. You know what I'm saying? We talk. We had conversation. Niggas then got older. So, it did used to be some younger stuff, but Glenard used to just try jumpers when they catch us by ourselves, or be, you know what I mean? Like, they just used to be terrorizing everything. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Like, Glenard be terrorizing, bro. They used to be terrorizing, bro. They try to jump everybody, especially if it's 10 on 5, 10 on 2. But you better not go to that 7-Eleven. That 7-Eleven right around that way, bro. You don't go to that joint. They gonna jump your ass. You know? So he like, Yeah, I be with the old heads, bro. He said, I ain't never had a situation with y'all except for one time where, you know what I'm saying, they called me and said y'all hit at them on the bridge because they came around our way one day. I know what situation you're talking about. This is the first time I got shot. Oh, it just came back. So look here, it was the first time I ever got shot at in my life. You feel me? He told me too. So he's like, yeah, I came around y'all way because y'all hit at us on the bridge or whatever. So came around there, I let a couple shots. So I said, oh, bro, y'all was in a, I told him what car y'all was in. I was like, yeah, it was like, bro, you hit at me. He's like, for real, it looks stuck. I'm like, yeah, you hit at me, bro. No lie, bro. He pulled up around that joint. The car, so we looking, we looking, the car pull up. It's like, I ain't gonna say the car, but they pull up and the back window just crack a little bit, but I'm just getting into the streets. I'm just green, you hear me? 17 or something. They was like, fuck y'all niggas. Blah, 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 blah. All my men, it was like 3 or 5 of us over there. They started scattering, you hear me? They started scattering. I was looking like, they shooting at us. So, bruh, everybody coming over like, God, what the hell? What you just standing there for? I'm like, they just shot at us. My first time I get shot at. No lie, I'm glad I ain't moved though, cause it was a bullet in that side of the car and a bullet in that side. I said, damn, if I'd have went other way, I might have got hit. You hear me? So that was a situation like I came around there and I hit at y'all cause y'all hit it on the bridge or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, I remember that situation. So I was like, yo, that shit ain't about nothing. So he's saying, you don't want no problems. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, cool, bro, that's all good, bro. You just looking at me and stuff. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, cause I was just trying to figure out, trying to make sure we was cool or whatever. It ain't nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? He was like, then I done heard a lot of stories about you. He's like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's crazy seeing you in person. That boy, yo, like, yeah. He's like, yeah, we call you Golden Gloves around my way, cause I be boxing. That's why y'all call me Golden Gloves. He's like, yeah, bro. He's like, yeah. Every time we see you, we know, like, damn, this nigga boy be fighting. So we talking, we cool. You feel me? We hitting the pads, and then the Muslim walk up, you feel me? Pierre, you feel me? So when he walk up, he like, Assalamualaikum. So, you know, so I was born Muslim, you feel me? I don't play with the Muslim card. I would never do nothing to a Muslim. If I know it's some Muslims out there and I'm about to go shoot it up, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna never fight a Muslim, none of that, because I really fear God. Like, it's not like, this not no trend with me, this not no, I don't use it as no gang, none of that. That's why I don't even be on Muslim time in jail, because they be talking about each other. It's like, I'm not with nobody, bro. Nah, that's dead, because it ain't, they use Muslim as a gang also, straight up. It's just how it goes. So I ain't on nobody time when I'm in jail. Even out here, nah, every brother ain't your brother, bro. So I'm doing me, straight up. So when he pulled up to me, he like, what's some nigga? I'm like, well, like, sometimes I grab his hand and I grab it tight. I squeeze it. I say, what's up with you though? He's like, nothing, bro. He's like, I said, yeah, you talking about bringing me home? Got his hand the whole time. I'm like, you talking about bringing me home? You supposed to be Muslim. He's like, I know, bro. He's like, I ain't gonna lie, but you just did that to my man, bro. He said, you just like this such and such 6 times, bro. You just did that, bro. I said, yeah, but at the end of the day, he ain't Muslim. I said, you Muslim, right? He's like, yeah. I said, all right, then, feel off. So he's like, nah, you right. Boom. Let his hand go, feel me? Cause I don't be on that type of time, bro. I don't care who you is or what we been through. Once I find out you Muslim, it's dead. I duck you before you try to do something to me. But at the same time, if we out and you acting like you gonna whoop a gun and I ain't letting you do nothing to me, we gonna talk to God about that. Hey, you ain't got no control over him? Alright, straight up. But I ain't far as initiating something, doing something to a Muslim. I'm not doing that. No, I'm scared of him. Like, I'm terrified of God. Like, that's why I'm doing the right thing out here. But when we left it as that, it was cool. We got to talking, we hit the past. So we left it as that, son. Got the best knockout in the county jail. I ended up bonding. I was like a month later, Slip. I went home. Slip went home. They smoked all my weed up. My baby mother smoked up all my weed. I was like, what the hell? I said, man, I didn't think I'm gonna come home to my weed and y'all done smoked it all up. She like, well, I got you out of jail. Now I got robbed another nigga. I got robbed another nigga. I ended up, the U.S. Marshals ended up chasing me out all the way out North Carolina, bro. I went home, bonded out, caught an assault charge on my cousin, and caught another armed robbery. Guy said I took his gun. Said I took the gun, cocked it, and pointed in his face. I got the paperwork and all that. I did the story on that. Y'all gotta go check that out too. Hey, look though, man, I'm gone. Man, Calvin Sass is turning this joint up, man. Like, comment, subscribe, turn the channel up. It's your boy, the Cuban Assassin.